Hello everybody, Glass from Glass Half Dead here, and today I want to talk to you about Warhammer 40,000, specifically the Killers of Teams. That's right, Kill Team. And of course I want to talk to you about the White Dwarf issue, where we have Sentries rules. Wow, Critical Operations Sentries Mission Pack. Now I'm not going to read everything through to you because a bunch of other people have already done that. I'm actually just going to put them on the board and show you how they play. If you want to read through all of this, it's right here, or, plenty of other people have already done this, etc, etc. But first, before I do that, I do want to very quickly talk about what this means, and also just how much Kill Team content we got in this White Dwarf. Oh, if you don't know this, I believe this is issue 476. Look at that. And in this issue, we have, I think it's like 22 pages of Kill Team content. Now, yes, one of it is this. On a random side note, looking at Catachan Jungle Fighters, I'm currently listening to the audiobook Catachan Devils, which is about a group of commandos fighting a group of Catachan commandos, Imperial Guard, which is nifty. We then get a Critical Operations Sentries mission pack. We will discuss what that means in just a moment. But do note, it says, they have been designed so that tactical play is rewarded, therefore they are suited to match play. We'll discuss that in a moment. We then have all of the missions, which is 6 different missions. Lovely jubbly. And then we have an article by the, what should we call him? The god, the creator, Elliot Hamer, where he's discussing and giving us a flowchart for line of sight. First things first, I don't feel we need a flowchart to understand this, but I do understand that some people, prefer that kind of very clear thing. So we have that if we want. But there's a lot of Kill Team content in here. So if you're a Kill Team person, you should probably go and buy this book. Let's discuss Critical Operations Sentries Mission Pack. Critical Operations is what we call our mission packs, it seems, when they are not Spec Ops missions. Which means Spec Ops, for those that don't know, is the narrative stuff that comes in all of our different books. Critical Operations is what we, as a community, have decided to play in matched play. And of course, matched play can mean casual match play, which is what most people play, or it can mean tournament match play. Not the same things. Sentries replaces the rock, paper, scissors type thing that we had, where we would decide whether we want to be able to have another barricade. The initiative, this is called. Decide whether or not we want to have another barricade. Make a dash, or, make a dash is the third option. Or be able to swap an order in the first turn from a conceal to an engage, or from an engage to a conceal. Instead of doing that, we have this thing. This is a mini game, and that's what I'm going to show you afterwards. Where I've set up this board, my lovely objectives here, winnable at my tournaments or purchasable from Etsy.com. And then we have 6 different missions. I'm only going to be showing you this one. This is the one I set up. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about it before I actually just play through, so that you can see, well, the playthrough is so that you can see how it actually is. Obviously, if you want to just see the playthrough so that you see the actual mechanics, I'm sure I've bookmarked that. But first, before we jump into exactly what these missions means, I'd like to say that if you are a subscriber to my channel, I'd like to give you a big double hello. Wow, so wholesome. If you want some wholesome pleasantries in the next video, I might remember to do it. If you like, subscribe and leave a comment right now. Nothing's guaranteed in life though, so, why gamble it? Okay, let's get into it, guys. This thing here says these can be used in match play. And I think that they can. When you understand that match play does not mean tournament play. Match play is, in my opinion, the way that a game should be played when you do not know comfortably who you're playing against. This is a strict set of definitions for how a game is played, and I think is a great social contract to enter when you don't know who it is you're playing. And so for that, I think this is a great little fun thing to do. I think that there is no chance this is ever going to become tournament match play. And the reason for that isn't necessarily because this is unbalanced. That's not really what I'm fussed about. It's actually purely just the time that this adds. Now, to be clear, it's a mini game. I would say, if you know what you're doing, you could bang this out 5 minutes tops. Okay, it doesn't actually add that much time. Worst case scenario, 10 minutes, but really, I think this is a 5-minute mini game. Okay, so you're not adding much time once you know the rules. But there are so many things that don't add time once you know the rules. So it does add time, and for me as a TO, I don't really... I am trying my absolute best in my tournament to minimize the time wasted. For example, in my tournament, all objectives are going to be placed for you. All terrain is going to be placed for you and blue tacked down so that you can't move it. Well, specifically so it doesn't get accidentally knocked. But like, everything is going to be in place. You walk up to the table and you press play. That's how tournaments should be. And that's how my tournaments will be, because I've spent a long time thinking about it. Adding this is completely counter to what I'm attempting to do in my tournaments. But of course, that is tournament match play. Casual match play, I think this would be great fun little mini game. However, and I'm about to show you how wildly unbalanced this can be on this board. So with that said, that's kind of all I have to say here. I just wanted to kind of assuage people. Assuage is the wrong word. Assure people? I don't know. Just remember that there is a difference between casual match play and tournament match play. This is a fun little pack that I think will see, despite it being a match play thing, I think it will see a lot of use in narrative play. But that doesn't mean it's just a narrative thing. So let's get into it. Yo, Weird Boy coming back at you from the end of the video, because I forgot to say something, which is that although I don't really think that this is kind of suitable for tournament match play, and who knows what's up with casual match play, but I think it's totally fair to say that at the end of the day, we also just have 6 new missions here, which are missions that are from a critical operations pack. We don't have to play them with the Sentries rules. This is just 6 new missions. If you are bored of your 9 missions for the core book, guys, go and get stuck in to 6 new missions. This is half again as many, you know? What does the grot say? What does the fox say? I don't know. Yeah, so just consider that as an option as well. Okay, here we have our board set up as per mission 1.1, whatever that was called. Very simply, the way that Sentries works is the attacker picks one guy. This is going to be my guy, Skarsnik, in some weird pattern. Who knows what I'm doing there? And I deploy him in my deployment zone. Delightful. The defender picks 2 sentries. I'm just going to pick 2 random ones. As you know, I have myself a nice little 40k army. And I finished painting my... They're not really Tome Keepers. I came up with this scheme before Tome Keepers were a thing, but whatever. They are apparently... They are Tome Keepers, I guess. So, and then the defender picks 2 sentries. And you deploy them in your deployment zone. We're going to go 1 up here. We're going to go 1 up here. Now, this is nice and simple. The attacker can only ever be concealed. These guys, doesn't make a difference. They're concealed or engaged. It doesn't actually matter. There are limits to what you can do. You cannot attack anyone or anything in this phase. But as the attacker, you can move, dash, perform mission actions. As the defender, you move, but you move 1d6. Okay? 1d6. We've got d6s here, okay? So, it gets a bit weird. Essentially, we go back and forth, rolling off between attack and defender, and for each movement that the defender, who are going to be the black dice, versus the attacker, who will be the silver dice. These are Warcry dice, by the way. I think they look amazing. They roll terribly, as you are about to see. I'm going to roll nothing but 1s. The defender is attempting to get the concealed attacking model in line of sight. Let's be clear, that's not visibility, that's line of sight. So he's a legal target to shoot. Whereas the attacker is attempting to do whatever it is the mission says, which in this mission is get onto an objective, perform an action. We have deployed our sentries and our infiltrator. We roll off. Remember, this is the defender, this is the attacker. Oh, we both roll 5. Okay, well, we re-roll. That's fine. Great. Oh, these are rolling hot. Maybe I should be using these. So, what I've done here is the defender has picked one of his 2 models. Sorry, one of their 2 models to activate. And we see the attacker has 1. This means the attacker gets to control my model. And then we just do the same thing. So here you roll to see how far you move. Oh, okay. We're back to it. 1 inch. And now as the attacker, I get to control his model. So I want to move 1 inch away. There you go. We then go to my next model. We roll. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So now, again, the attacker has won this roll. So this is the other model. 4. Great. I'm going to move 4 inches back. Oh, I'm off the board. I'm going to keep him on the board just so you have something to look at. We then go over to the attacker's model. We know that we have 2 ABL because this is just still our model. We want to make sure that we are going to be out of line of sight, which I think will be easy here. We go pop. There we go. We're still concealed. Don't forget. This scramble pile here is going to keep us concealed unless they get up to there, in which case it could be very interesting. So we moved and we tap that. That is now ours. We have performed a mission action on this. This means that at some point, once the sentries phase ends, we are going to be able to start the game with this ours already controlled. Cool. So we then go back over to here. We're going to go back to this guy. Oh, okay. The defender manages to actually win. We roll our movement. 4. Great. Now 4 inches isn't actually quite going to get me up there due to how climb works. So I'm going to move here just so that I am blocking everything here. So he can't just run out in the open. Okay, we then go over to the other sentry. Oh, the attacker wins again. Okay, how far do we go? Oh no. Okay, 6 inches. Just right off in the corner. Okay, no matter. We then go back over here. We're going to zoom over here. Tap that. Great, we've got it. Okay, we're now going to start the game with 2 of these. Right, we go back here. Oh, the attack. I need to be using these silver dice in all of my games, apparently. How far do we move? 5. Oh, great. There you go. Super. Sentry down here. Oh, defender gets it. Gets a 4. Okay. Now, we actually have a line of sight here. Oh, you can't see. I'm going to move on so that you can see. We have a line of sight here to here, but again, concealed, blocked by this. Now, if we roll a 5 or a 6 and we can manage to get up there, very nice. I think that actually, if we're base to base within a 4, we'll do it, but it's not the point. Right, we're back up here. Oh, the attacker gets it. 4. Okay, he's just off. He's gone. This guy down here. Ooh, I don't know what happens. We re-roll. If it's a 2, 5. Oh, okay. A double 2, a double 5. Oh, defender gets it. 6. Amazing. So what this means is we go 1, bam. Now we're up here. Now, what happens? I have to go and read the rules, actually. I don't know. Okay, so there's a minor issue. So it's very clear that my infiltrator always has a concealed. I've got no idea, but I want to end this video. So because the phrasing for vantage point is that the enemy operative is treated as having an engage order, I'm just going to say, I can see him. Boom. Okay, that means the sentry round is finished. We will begin the game. We would deploy the rest of the team here, and where our models finish the sentry phase, they stay. So this is actually pretty interesting. So although the attacker here is going to start this game with both of these objectives held, that actually doesn't help them much. Let's be honest, they were going to get those turn 1 anyway, so almost nothing's happened. The defender here gets to start with a dude way up front on a vantage point. Now, I would argue that if you get a little bit more into this phase, then you wouldn't bother with your first objectives. You'd be sprinting into the middle. You'd be trying to get up here. You wouldn't take your close combat snickrot dude. You know, you'd be taking your boy here. You'd be taking your missile guy. you'd be taking your sniper boy, or maybe you've decided, you know what, this is a great way to get a turn 1 crazy charge with my orc knob. I know that turn 1, I want this guy as close as possible, and I'm actually just going to use the sentry phase as a way to charge a strong model up the board, so that I essentially, instead of getting what you would get from the old initiative phase of the ability to change an order, get an extra barricade or a dash, you essentially just take a forward deploy. You take one of your guys and you run him as close to the enemy as possible. And you know you're not going to score this stuff, but that's what you've taken. And okay guys, well that's the end of it. That's the sentry phase. As I say, this is casual match play. This isn't, or if you would prefer the term, pickup match play. You know, pickup group match play, pug, MMO terminology for you there. Pug match play. Pug'em, if you will. This is Pug'em, as opposed to tournament match play. Tump. Let's see if I should use these dice in future games. 6 and a 5. Man, maybe I was just being paranoid when I decided they rolled terribly. No, you know what? This one did consistently roll poorly. Let's try that again. Come on. You see? A 2. These silvers are solid, though. I'm going to take those. Alright, guys. This is Big Glass Half Dead. I hope that this has helped you understand how the sentry phase plays. And if you made it to the end of the video, you know what you are. You're a gangster. But also, on top of that, I would like to give you a big triple hello. Wow. So amazing. So wholesome. Such vivacity. Vitality? No. Vivaciousness brought to your life. I have to roll these one more time. It's some sort of crippling disease I have. Man, I should use these dice. Okay, double 6s. These are 6s, right? Yes. Those weren't 6s. The egg on my face, sir. Anyway, guys, yeah. I have merch now. If you're hooked into the YouTube ecosphere, there's actually like teespring.com. You should be able to see it below my video. Or if that ain't your jazz, go to Redbubble. There's a link in the description. The reason I have 2 is because Teespring links into YouTube, so that's super easy. Everyone can see it. Redbubble has way more options. So do whatever you're comfortable with. Also, these are going to be given away at my tournament. If you're not coming to my tournament this Saturday, then you can buy them from Etsy.com. At some point, I will put more up there, I guess. But coming soon will be the digital files. Anyway, guys, this has been Glass Half Dead. I hope you've had a good day and continue to have a good day. Goodbye.